guys doing? Sorry, it was a moment of silence for the mighty disco. I had to close my eyes. So how you guys doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you are discoing. This is a GDX brief. And it's, as you know, gold, silver, and all this stuff, they're not independent assets. They are reliant on other things. All right. So this is the USD to GXY in the daily time frame. And King Dollar is staging a rally, is staging a comeback in a very scary way where you have an RSI over 70, which means a strong momentum, and it means the dip-up buyers would step in, and it means tremendous weakness on gold, silver, and GDX, because even if it goes down, those bad boys will come back and buy it up. And that's what happened. We cleared this resistance, and we going for the 105.87, and it is most likely we're gonna take this bad boy and we gonna do projections and Fibonacci extensions after that, and it's gonna be fast and furious very soon. So I'm extremely bullish on the dollar based on clearing this level, and also extremely bullish reading in the stochastic, the RSI, and also a MACD over the zero line, which is really important. Usually when you go over the zero line like this, you stay overbought for some times, like we had here. You went in the 13th of September from 107.67 up to 114.75, and you never know what's gonna happen, but you just be careful here. Be careful. All right. So this is the DXY USD in the daily time frame. This is the weekly time frame, and it's even worse for gold and silver. We are definitely in a breakout mode from this bullish wedge with bullish divergence, and also the bullish mighty disco combo, where you have the RSI over 50 in a high reading here, 60, how about them apples, and also a high reading on the stochastic. Don't care about the people they say overbought. When you register this high number, you usually have dip-up buyers all the time. It goes down and they buy it up. Look what happened here, 2018, and the rest is history. Okay, so when you register a high reading like this, you guarantee, at least for a week or two, dip-up buyers, unless you have an extreme sell-off, fast and furious. All right, the weekly time frame, breakout with a throwback too, so a successful one in last week, okay, and follow through on breakout, okay. So I talked about the DXY USD in the daily and weekly time frame. Okay, USD JPY is the same. This affects gold tremendously. A lot of gold bulls believe the Bank of Japan will buy up the JPY USD, which is an inverse, which means this thing will go down. But maybe the market forces are more stronger than them, and it seems like they are right now. And we are definitely in a bullish mode. We're high reading everywhere, and a bullish MACD over the zero line, which means fast moves like what happened here. Whenever you have this over the zero line, the effect is stronger, like what happened here. So you've been over the zero line from May until July. Let's see what happened May and July. See, you went from 137 to almost 145. Okay, which is really huge. It crushed gold in GDX. It creamed it. So don't take chances. GDX is not an independent ETF. It is dependent on these forces. Okay, so the USDJPY in the daily. Let me look at it in the weekly time frame. Madonna mia. Very strong. Extremely strong. Extremely strong reading. Oh, Madonna. Golly. If you don't fear this, what is wrong with you? So extremely bullish on the USDJPY and also the the DXY, and open to any sudden moves. But for now, I'm bullish on them. All right, silver GDX. So this is silver GDX. If you cannot analyze GDX without silver, you could see the extreme positive correlation between GDX and silver. See, it relates more. GDX relates more to silver than it relates to gold. So this is the proof. Okay, you can see that GDX in the blue, silver in the black. Okay, good deal. Silver itself now. Okay, so you have an inverted hammer, which is good. But usually, as I said before, this thing is not an independent asset. It is dependent on other things, even though it gave this bullish candles in the 6th of September, and it kept going down, okay, with a fresh bearish disco combo, which usually stays for some times. It doesn't stay for only 2 days. So bearish on silver. All right, silver in the weekly time frame. Okay, a fresh kiss formation in the SLV weekly time frame for the MACD, and usually this is really strong. Last time it happens, it was July 24th, and it went down from almost 23 to the low of 2052. Okay, you do the math. So another fresh kiss formation in the MACD in the weekly time frame silver, which affects GDX greatly. So silver went down 523 in the week. This is a classic evening star. We have white body, a strong white with a price expansion to the upside. Then you have a small body with a shooting star here and a gap, and you close below the body and the price action of the last week of August. Okay, the 21st of August, not the last week. Okay, so definitely bearish on silver. GDX managed to close below a very important area where seller's zone is everywhere and supply is very strong based on volume by price. So you definitely have a lot of resistance here based on volume by price. Good deal. So that's GDX. Okay, this is my Elliott wave count, and I did 1, 2, 1X, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 1, 2, 3B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and most likely we will go through the last low of 27, and I think we might find buyers at the 26.11 or just 26. I have to wait and see later, which means I think so this is A, B, So the C is the 5 waves down. C would at least go to 2611, which means we will go through this low because I said so. Okay, good deal. So GDX in a daily time frame. This is the weekly time frame. Okay, and it says the same thing. The good news about this bad boy right here, it assumes that we had a major first wave in ABC. Once we conclude C, we're gonna conclude the last wave, second wave. Then we have third of three, which would be an epic rally in GDX and gold and silver. So I'm definitely not a premier bear. I am extremely bullish on GDX in the long term, very bearish in the short term. GDXJ, it underperformed GDX, which is not good, and definitely is below this resistance based on the volume by price, and also underperform GDX in the weekly time frame. We had a price destruction of 427, whereas GDX had 258, which means the expectation is to have bearish view on gold miners, because the junior gold miners are expected to go down, which means the risk appetite is still very, very slim. Okay? Extremely bearish on gold, GDX, and everything else in the short term, and extremely bullish on the long term. Please like if you like, please share, please subscribe. Please do remember, disco is forever.